Hey guys, this is my new 2024 Triumph Scrambler 400X, and we got to get rid of that. That just looks so terrible. I got this tail tidy or Fender Eliminator kit from Brogue motorcycles. They have these kits for all kinds of motorcycles, and this one should be an exact fit for the Scrambler 400X or the Triumph Speed 400. So this one is a little pricey at around $200. You can find kits cheaper. However, I like this one because it comes with the light for the license plate, just so you stay nice and legal. And it's cool. It's just plug and play, so you don't have to like cut up or mess with the factory harness. And you can use the factory turn signals, and everything just plugs right in. And it comes with some hardware, so let's go ahead and get the old thing off. So it didn't come with any instructions, but we probably have to remove the rear seat, and I do like how Triumph has a little key for the rear seat removal. And I'm assuming the wiring is in here. That's probably the connector right there, and then it goes down below. So you just lift up on this tab right there, and it's hard to hold the camera at the same time, but you're just getting that little tab past that little clip right there, and it's not too hard. You just push up right there like that and it pulls out. So pulling this thing off is pretty simple. These are just 5mm hex, and there's 4 of them. I'll just zip them off with the impact driver. And the whole thing comes off if you have it unplugged. Be advised that the 2 shorter ones go in the front and the longer ones went in the back. Now let's go ahead and remove the stock turn signals. Just another 5mm. And we can kind of pull out the connector. Just push that tab in and it pops right out. All right, we got the tail tidy kit here. We'll take one of the blinkers, and we're gonna use one of the included washers, the small ones, and those go right there. And then we're gonna use the factory bolts for the turn signals. And they're really only gonna be installed one way, but make sure they're facing the right way. Slide it in. Then we're gonna take one of the included nylocks and thread that on. And then we'll hold the hex and bolt on the nylock. It is kind of nice using nylocks because you never have to worry about those coming loose. And we'll make sure it's nice and snug. And then we'll plug it in. And I like how they include it zip ties already ready to go. And just cinch it down and then snip the tail off. And we'll do the same for the other zip tie. And then it's the same thing for the other side. All right, we got the other side on, and we can go ahead and just clip these zip ties. Kind of hold the kit together. We won't need those. Okay, so we'll need the shorter stock bolts with the washers. However, we're not going to need the longer ones, and we're going to use the screws in the kit with these big fat washers at the bottom, and then these little spacers above that. And we should have 2 of them. And then I'll apply a little bit of blue Loctite to the threads just so they don't back out as easy. We're gonna feed the cable through and line it up. And the smaller original screws are gonna thread in towards the front where they were originally. And then the new screws with the washer and the spacers are gonna go towards the back. So Brogue did have a video on these, but they're not very specific on which hardware goes where. I'm pretty sure this is correct. So you might have to wiggle the bracket for the turn signals around so the spacers will slide in there properly. Go ahead and snug it all up. And if you want to be super meticulous, the torque spec for these bolts is 6 Newton meters. Not a whole lot. Again, the original bolts are hex 5mm, and then the new ones are hex 4. And also make sure you're not pinching any of the wires, because they're right next to those washers. And we're good. And then we can plug the new connector in. Super nice that it's all plug and play. Now we just have to install the rear seat. It's got these little clips that you have to kind of line up and slide them in. It is a little bit tricky, but once you get them, just pops into place and it shouldn't pull up on the front part of the rear seat. And there we go, guys. That looks so much better. We can go ahead and turn it on, make sure the license plate light works, and test the blinkers. And we're good. And also they do sell some really small turn signals. They're actually pretty bright. However, they are a bit pricey, but I'm assuming you could put them on the front and rear, and it would really clean up the bike quite a bit. But for now, I'll just stick with the stock turn signals. I think it still looks pretty good. But anyways, guys, I'm pretty much not able to ride this bike because I'm at 600 miles and I need to do a break-in service oil change. And I will be doing a video on that coming soon. And if you want to see other videos on this Triumph Scrambler 400X, be sure to subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.